Hello, welcome to Twist and Shout. Okay, I don't want you shouting at all, especially at me during this class. So as we know, the Wunda chair is a bit harder than the other 50-minute monthly classes. So if you have already done your mat reformer Caddy, amazing, you're so set up for this. If you're jumping in right away with Wunda chair, just know that this is the harder one. And I don't want you to hate it. I want you to know that this is just going to be a bigger challenge because we have less surface area. But it's okay. You're in. Let's do this. So I want us to start doing our 100 and footwork on top of the chair and then actually doing footwork with the chair. So you can already have one top, one bottom spring on. The reason is I really want to take what our reformer and mat order show us, and that there's not a twist that comes up really quickly until we're really warmed up. So here we go. Send your legs out to the high diagonal. Pump your arms for the 100. Maybe you have to take your legs a little higher because we are on top of the chair. And it plays mind games on us. And then you can check in and see if you can lower your legs a little bit more. Just make sure you're curling up a little higher. You're not starting to lean back, keep those lower ribs pulling in, your tailbone reaching long, energy out of the crown of your head. 2 more cycles of breathing. Last one. I like to come in, pull my knees in, take a moment, shake it all out. Whew, we're in this. And then lower back down. Hands can be behind your head if you want more. I like to put my hands on the corners of the chair. Reach your legs out for footwork. This is your easier footwork. We're about to do a little bit more of a challenging one. And so I want you, though, to feel the muscles that are supporting you in this position because those are harder to find when we add the springs in. 2 more with the heels together, toes apart. Last one. Bend your knees in. Take a moment. The next 2 we're going to do without taking a break. 5 of each. So you bring your knees into your chest. Everything's parallel. Flex your ankles, curl your toes, and then legs out and in parallel, reaching those arches across the room. Feel those inner thighs hugging in and your center pulling back. Last 2. Then you're going to keep going. You're just going to pull those toes back with the whole ball of your foot. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Woo! All right. Sit up. Sit on the edge of your chair. Make sure your pelvis is fully on the chair, though. Sometimes it gets a little bit off. Want to make sure it's fully on, not too far back. If you need a sticky pad so you don't slide around, then by all means, grab one. And here we go. Hands are here, or behind your head. I like to go behind my head because it really helps activate my upper back and my neck. And you're doing your footwork. Notice when you press the pedal down how you get your thighs on, all those muscles go, right? Try to keep that as you pull the knees up. And I know that the down is where the effort is into the spring, but as we know, it's all about that up and up and up. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, but try not to don't go at the pace of trying to be perfect. And then onto your arches and squeeze your legs together here. It's a little interesting when you lift the pedal up on this, what your feet do, right? One of them likes to wobble around maybe. No, maybe just me. Right? So keep pressing through your whole arch, lifting up through your center, and then come onto your heels and push and push. And inner heel presses all the way through the pedal, head back into your hands, outer hips hugging in, inner thigh squeezing. Yeah, all right. Go back to toes, arches, or heel, whichever one felt the most connected to your center. Send one leg out and pump 5 times. So we're really just warming up our whole body before we put in our first twist. There's some really great twists here on the Wunda chair, but they're really challenging, and I want to make sure we are ready. So parallel your legs. Press the pedal down so the thighs are parallel to the floor. Lift the heels up. You're going to pull the pedal up, push the pedal away. So the thighs stay still, which means you have to pull your center away from your thighs as much as you can. And you're really just trying to flex and point. You're moving the pedal, not your thighs. Yeah, you can do it with your hands too. And then you're going to push the pedal down, move your thighs, but not the pedal. And you'll feel that connection to your thighs that makes you do to push those heels down and keep the pedal from moving, right? When you lift them up. Last one, it should be a burn. Come all the way up. All right. So now what I want us to do is do our tendon stretch facing the chair and then go right into the pull-ups right now. We will do our side pull-ups, but not just yet. I have a few things I want you to warm up with. So hands on the back of the chair, head hangs. Make sure that your ankles aren't too pointed, but they're not flexed, right? They're somewhere in between. Then do your very, very best not to lean forward to lift this pedal up. Because remember, you don't actually have to lift the pedal. Reach down into your legs. I know that sounds crazy, but it's going to make the best twist someday. And reach through your back into your hands to lift your center up and then push. So at no point should your feet feel light on the pedal. That is a sign that you're leaning forward into your hands. Keep reaching down into the pedal. One more. At the very top, do you roll out onto your pinky toes? Focus on that. We'll come back to your pull-ups in just a second. Step your left foot back. Right foot stays on the pedal. Hands can be by your side, behind your head, out in front of you. And press down and up 6 times. I want you to feel full range of motion in here. It's really important that we work this two-way stretch. So when we get to our twists, especially our big twists, and we only have one hand on the pedal, we can rework our two-way stretch. Hold the pedal down, reach your heel down like you did on that tendon stretch, lift it back up, lift the pedal up. Be mindful of not lifting the heel and the pedal at the same time. You want to make sure you're in control of this. And then press the pedal down. Place your hands back onto the chair. 3 more pull-ups, right? Focusing on keeping the weight even on the ball of your foot and into your feet. And here we go. Lift. Should be even easier. Might even feel more connection through the foot that was on the pedal already. Come all the way down. Step your right foot back. Lift your left heel up. Hands back where you had them. And lift the pedal. And lift. You got this. One side is always different than another. And then hold the pedal down. Lower the heel. Lift the heel. Lift the pedal. Push the pedal down. Lower the heel. Lift the heel. Lift the pedal. You got it. Down, up, and in, and down, up, and lift. Push the pedal down. Place both hands on. Tendon stretch. Lower the heels and lift the heels. So keep your shoulders over your wrists. I know there's so many tendon stretch in Pilates. And lift. So it should feel like you could take off into your pull-up because that's how much you're lifting. But you are in control of the pedal and your body. And you're like, nope. Just as much as you think we're going to go up, we're going to reach back down. Hold it up. And then I want you to turn to the side. Place your left foot on the pedal turned out. Right foot on the floor turned out. And go into your press down side. I want full range of motion. So it's not about the speed. It's also not about going slow to do it, but just like double check where you're placing your feet so you can get this full range. Try to get that pedal all the way up. I promise it's going to feel really good. Plus you need this openness for some of the twists we're going to do today. You want your hips to be ready and willing. All right. Lift that pedal all the way up. Turn around, do the other side. So place the foot at an angle and up and down. And you might feel like your hip hikes or your standing leg wobbles. This is important information for you because as we go into our pull-up side, you're going to need to be able to have a turnout in your hips. And you don't want to feel like your hip's going to fall back or sag or you're going to fall off your foot. Last one. Good. Okay. Go to one middle spring because before we go into these bigger twists, I want us to go into some more smaller ones and then just work our way up. So one spring on the middle. Stand 1 foot step away from the chair, heels together, toes apart. Put your right hand behind your head.